Welcome to the Motivational Institute, where passion and purpose will always find you. My name is Stacy. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. So today I'm really excited. If you have not subscribed, please do that, and then also give us a like. I am excited to talk today about habits. So after I watched this amazing video, which I will provide in the description box below, I was compelled to make this quick video for all of you. So talking about habits, do any of you have habits that you're trying to break and you just cannot break? How many? All right, raise your hand. I know I have some. So let's talk about what a habit is. A habit is basically a set of behaviors. It's something that you continuously do over time. And how we develop habits is really through consistency. So he talks about habits, and he talks about how our habits are really formed, physically through the things that we do, but also subconsciously. So many times our bodies can do something better than our brain can, just because we've done it so many times, which cannot always be a good thing. And then he also talks about how the brain is a record keeper and it keeps records of the past, and how many times the familiar past leads to a predictable future. So if there's something that's going on in your past that you absolutely want to change, do that now. Absolutely. Because what you don't want is to have the same results in the future. You don't want your future to be predictable based on things that have already happened to you. And then he also talks about, and I'm sorry, I am looking at my notes, but he also talks about, and I love this one, you can't think greater than how you feel. That is huge. That tells you everything, because we are emotional beings, and many times we operate off of emotions, but we can't think differently until we experience and feel something differently. So if someone is feeling pain, loss, regret, jealousy, or whatever those things are, they are not thinking differently because the emotions are really controlling them and driving them. So it's important that we feel different. And he talks about how to do that. And really, how we think differently, and Abraham Hicks says this a lot, is we have to choose a better feeling thought, something that makes us feel different, and then go into experiencing that actual thought in itself. He also talks about subconscious programming, and that many times, the programming is really a set of beliefs and perceptions. So perceptions are things that we have about ourselves, how we feel about who we are, and then also how other people see us and identify us. And many times our subconscious programming, who we are, becomes many times what other people have defined us as. And for anyone who has experienced trauma, please watch that video, because I'm going to post it in the description box below, because what he says is, many times, even though one traumatic thing happens to us in our life, we keep going back to that experience and reliving it. And our body doesn't really know the difference between something that happened in the past and something that's happening now. Because if you're thinking about it, you are actually reliving it and experiencing it all over again. Very powerful stuff. He also talks about how our body is programmed to produce, and how meditation is something that we should all do daily, because it makes us stop and really focus on how we feel. And it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to change how you feel, but at least when you meditate, you become more aware. And then you also are in control of your body. So you're telling your body, nope, we're going to sit down, pray, meditate, turn off all the cell phones and all that. It's like you're getting your power back through meditation. And then the last couple of things here. Have any of you waited for something to happen so that you could change? So he talks about how we shouldn't wait for, a negative experience, someone to get hurt, someone to lose a job, someone to, get sick in order for us to say, well, I'm going to be better with my health, or I'm going to save money, or I'm going to be kind to people, whatever that is. He said that we shouldn't wait for pain and discomfort and disappointment in order to change. that we should change in a state of joy and inspiration. So we don't have to feel bad in order to decide that we now want to make these new changes. That was only like the first 5 minutes of this video because there were so many notes that I wrote down. I just could not get it all on. So maybe I'll do a part 2. But thank you so much for tuning in today. Create a new habit, a positive habit, and begin to control how you feel. So when you create a new thought, you also control how you feel behind that thought. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you guys soon.